Coach, not the way you wanted the season to end with a tough first-half deficit like that. Falling behind, what do you come into the locker room and say to your guys?
I was really positive with them. I didn't raise my voice once. I just reminded them of the same thing that I told them before the game, that, guys, the reason we are here is because of how hard we've played and because of how together we've played. We have, through 20 minutes, 0 assists and 12 turnovers. The 36 prior games prior to tonight, Brad, 67.8% of our baskets were assisted. That's a lot of assists. And at the conclusion of Big East play, we finished tied for first in the Big East with the least number of turnovers per game at 11.4. Well, we had 0 assists and 12 turnovers at half. And, really, the first maybe 4 to 6 minutes we were okay. I think we were up 10-8. And then they go on a 24-2 run amidst our 3 timeouts that I called in the first half that I've never called over 2 in my career. And then I thought in the second half, we shot 52%. They shot 38%. We had 8 assists. We had 6 turnovers, which is still a little high, but I thought we were much more characteristic of how we got to this point on both ends of the floor. And I was real positive with them. Their defense mechanisms are the same as mine and yours. That they want to do right. They want to help. And it turned into too many, this possession, I'm going to help. And it turns into bad things. And I thought in the second half, other than the first 2 bunnies they scored in transition, I thought we were fine. I mean, we outscored them, and we were much more cohesive on both ends. But I was real positive with them at halftime.
You can't change the outcome of this game, but the way that they did fight back, the resiliency that they showed in the second half, as this whole thing kind of accumulates and you look back at it, I know it's minutes afterwards here, what does that truly say about the way this season went, the way they finished tonight?
Well, I tell them nearly every day that I love them, and I love who they are. And we didn't advance to the Sweet 16 because of their talent, nor because of my coaching. We advanced to the Sweet 16 because of their character. And their character was revealed again in the second half. That doesn't necessarily mean in life that it's always going to be good enough. But when you're functioning not always with the most talent, you have to have something else that bridges the talent gap. And I think our character has done that over the last 6 games. And that's why we had a 6th game. And if you really want to be frank, that's why we've had 5 games after the first round Big East tournament game. So I think we'll process it the right way. But as I've told them all week, let's make sure that we learn the lessons from this experience so that we can grow from it and try to be in this position again as soon as possible.
When or if you go to bed tonight, what's the final thought that goes through your head as you rest your head on your pillow?
Well, I think I'll try to decompress. I really do need to rest at some point. I don't imagine that it'll be tonight. I need to rest emotionally probably as much as I need to rest physically. And I think the best way, Brad, that I typically am able to achieve that is to whatever I'm thinking, whatever I'm feeling, I try to write down because I think that's part of how I can learn from all of this. So I anticipate that once my children go to sleep in the hotel room that I'll probably just write as much as I can to try to decompress and divulge all of the things that I think that we can learn from this. Not just me, but our institution and our program.
It was a great story all year. Thanks,
Thank
Coach.
you. Appreciate it.